Few things feel quite as nostalgic as hearing that beautiful, crisp noise of our people of the 90s. And then also that wonderful feeling that you got when you just popped that pack of Pokemon cards open. You paid a lot of money for that printed paper, but it was your printed paper, and there was some special printed paper in there. Now today, I've been looking through some older Pokemon stuff, and I came across this web address that I never went on back in the day, or at least not that I remember, for one reason or another. It's wizards.com/Pokemon, which of course if you go on it today, isn't a website anymore. Reason being, around 2003 or 2004, Wizards lost the license to the Pokemon trading card game, and Nintendo started producing the trading cards themselves, which makes perfect sense considering that Nintendo started out as a card company, but Wizards is, of course, was at the time one of the larger card companies out there carrying Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic, where I believe now they only have Magic as kind of their big player. So I wanted to log onto this website using the Wayback Machine and just kind of take a look at what things used to be like. Now, we're going to be able to take this back all the way to 1999, when the internet was just so much of a different place. And immediately we can tell we live in a simpler time. This is the homepage of Wizards' website regarding the Pokemon trading card game. The Wizards logo is not even transparent. This simple banner, you have a little bit of text here. You got, 5 hyperlinks running through here. You got Eradicate for some reason. And then you got these sublinks. So we're going to take a look at all of these and just kind of see, oh, there's free stuff. Well, let's start off with that. Oh, so there is quite a bit of free, fun stuff in here. Now, I'm seeing we got some puzzles. Let's take a look at the Duelist magazine. Now, I assume this is not actually a scan of the magazine, and it's not. It's just a simple description of, basically why you should buy the Duelist magazine issue 41, which I assume was issued sometime in 1998, late 1998 or 1999. Let's take a look at the wallpaper. I remember there was an era where wallpapers were given away constantly on PCs. And here's our resolutions. Look at this. This is just how different things were. You get 640 by 480. That would not even look good even on a cell phone by today's standards. 800 by 600. And then you get a little bit higher here, but still, we aren't even in 720p, sort of resolution for this wallpaper. Now, it's kind of a cool looking wallpaper. It looks like you got 2 Pikachu cards, 1 Japanese one, 1 English one, kind of back to back on there. Now, let's click on the Learn to Play, see what kind of documents they got on here. So, they have the online rule book. I wonder if that's a download or if that's going to be all text on the page. You got to remember when you're downloading files here in 1999 over a dial-up connection, to download like a PDF would have taken you hours, put it that way. What's a Pokemon? That's a good basic way to start. So this looks like it walks you through it step by step through all these hyperlinks. This is the 2.0 version of the game. I don't know if that was the first version to come out in America or not, but you got just a simple description here. Not image heavy, which is what I would expect for the time period. Let's take a look at League play. I remember that in the late 90s, early 2000s, the Pokemon trading card game League was big, and it was very instrumental in getting the series to be as popular as it was, because you were creating these leagues where people could actually come and compete. I think that fueled the growth of the game as a whole. And look at where the leagues were held. All Wizards of the Coast stores. I don't know how many of those are still in business. I'll have the info up on the side here. Select Gamekeeper stores. I don't know how many of those are still in business. Toys R Us, I mean, rest in peace. Joffrey's Toy Box has nothing on the real deal. Books A Million stores, never heard of them. I know Barnes & Noble's struggling, so I can't imagine they're still in business. The Zany Brainy stores, never heard of those either. Borders Books, I know went out of business a few years ago. Walden's Books, not aware of that. And then just, your select hobby and game stores that decided to hold the competitions. So there was a ton of stores that had this going on. Many of those stores still not in business. They got a store locator on here. This is like pre-Google Maps. I don't know how this works. we could assume that, you know, it would actually search through here. This is impressive that they had, oh, we just clicked on the state of Minnesota, and I do get to see it. Okay, so, and this page did not load completely. You can see all the stores in Minnesota that it was held at, and this is just amazing. All of these stores in Minnesota were holding the Pokemon TCG, you know, league. It just blows my mind. It was that popular. It was that big of a deal. They had, and it had only been out for a few years, a trading card game. They had coordinated it all this fast, and, you know, they really caught lightning in a bottle. Let's take a look at the collect them all. My guess is, yep, this is just going to kind of give you an idea of, you know, the pre-constructed theme decks, the booster packs, the starter gift sets, you name it. I don't remember these very well, but I particularly remember the jungle booster packs. Let's see if they have like a checklist on here of every card in the series. They don't. It's just like a general product description. It says this is for expert level. I would assume the theme decks maybe aren't expert level, but all the expansions probably are. I mean, I'm sure this store thing right here is going to take us to, yep, every store thing that Wizards sold online. Wizards was selling stuff online. Oh my goodness. If you remember in one of my previous videos, the guy was talking about how difficult it was to get the expansion packs, you know, the jungle sets, the whatever. Here's the base set 2 boosters. They were selling them for $3.29 on the Wizards website. Limit 80 booster packs per day. Wow.
And when demand outpaces supply, it quickly becomes a seller's market.
These boxes here have actually gone up in price faster than some of our football boxes. This one box there has tripled in price.
So that's about all there is to the website. You saw the Pokemon section of the website before we got into the Wizards of the Coast, just general stuff, was quite small. You just had a few links in there, some general information, the finder to get into a league. I mean, it was a simple website, but it delivered all the information that you really needed to know. I'm a little bit disappointed there was no deck checklist or set checklist on there, but regardless, still just awesome to take a look back at that and see what it was like in 1999. I'm Bailey, and I will see you in the next video.